The viewers of Kaman's Live TV, today we have a topic we are going to discuss, we are going to exhaust, and this comes from a video that has been making rounds. The video of Dr.Nkoyoyo Abdallah that has been making rounds, talking about the students, female students of Bishop Stewart University, and in regards of some behaviors of which he talked about in the video. We are going to play it and you hear or listen to his words.
The girls from Bishop Stewart are trading in sex, and they are selling sex to us, the corporate people. And we have had the opportunity to talk to the administration, and they have told us, Doctor, let us tell you the truth, we have lost control of these girls.
The university has also got the video. They have responded, and before we start the discussion, I would like to read to you the press release of the university. The university wrote and said, Bishop Stewart University addresses false allegations by Dr. Abdallah Nkoyoyo. The attention of Bishop Stewart University management has been drawn to malicious and false claims made by Dr. Abdallah Nkoyoyo, a project director of USAID, TASO, and Kore, in a video making rounds on different social media platforms. In this video, Dr. Nkoyoyo falsely claims that Bishop Stewart University female students engage in inappropriate behaviors, including selling sex to him and his fellow corporate men, and further accuses the university for having lost control over her students. And the university further goes like, the statements by Dr. Nkoyoyo were made on 24th September 2024 during an address at Mbarara City Council premises. Such defamatory remarks are not only untrue, but also disrespectful to the university community, particularly the women who study and live here. We categorically rebuke these allegations. They are baseless, false, and malicious. Therefore, we call upon the public to disregard and treat the video and claims with contempt they deserve. Bishop Stewart University is a fully chartered Christian institution and remains committed to upholding its Christian values and maintaining a safe and nurturing environment for all students. The university is rooted in its mission to providing high-quality education in a Christian environment. They concluded by saying, we demand that Dr. Nkoyoyo publicly withdraws his statement and apologizes. Failure of this, the university will take further action. Kurubakanya Rose Wankore, Senior Public Relations Officer. So this is an official document from Bishop Stewart University regarding the video. This is their response to the video. Of course, you've watched the video, no sir?
Yes.
You've watched the video, you saw what the man said, and of course, I don't think he can deny this. I don't think it's AI.
No.
It's him. He was publicly addressing the people he was with at the council, Mbarara State Council, as they said. So, how do you see this, and what is your reaction on this, Mr. Brand?
Thank you so much. First and foremost, I want to appreciate the Senior Public Relations Officer, Bishop Stewart University, for coming up and saying no. What is being said in a video is a total lie.
Okay.
That's one. Then number two, I want to also thank the students of Bishop Stewart University and the general community for responding in a way that they have said it is a total lie and they cannot really accept what has been said in a video. So when we come to this very issue, Bishop Stewart University, it is a Christian university,
Yes.
which moves on the pillars of Christian values.
Yes.
Where most importantly, it all works and deals with discipline.
Obviously, yeah.
When we go to town, many people claim that they have maybe passed through schools let it be Mbarara University of Science and Technology, let it be MUBS, let it be KIU. And this what has happened to Bishop Stewart University, it has been happening around meeting people falsely saying that we've been students of that very school or that very institution. What I want to say is, not everybody that claims to be a student of Bishop Stewart University is a student of Bishop Stewart University. One, I can be putting on a t-shirt written on or embroidered by with something called like Ntungamo Students Association, Bishop Stewart. But that one doesn't necessarily mean that I'm a student at Bishop Stewart University.
Yes.
So what am I trying to say? If Dr. Nkoyoyo has been buying girls on the streets or in bars, and those girls have been lying to him that they are students of Bishop Stewart University, we want to say you are being fooled, sir. I can just stop from there for now. Others will come on. Thank you.
Yeah, Mr. Baraka Bokenya, you've seen this video, and to you, do you think as a professional doctor, Mr. Nkoyoyo, was this right, or how do you see it? Was this right for him to come out and choose an institution, a big institution like Bishop Stewart University? You come out in public and say girls of Bishop Stewart University sell their bodies. How do you see this?
Thank you very much. To me, I believe by the principle of saying that there is no authority that is above moral authority. In the first place, I want to appreciate the reaction from Bishop Stewart University, because what Dr. Nkoyoyo did was totally wrong to me, and I want to leave the blame to him unless he provides evidence as like to what I'm going to tell you. In the first place, Dr. Nkoyoyo, that makes him a very intellectual of a kind in the environment. Meaning, an old man as a doctor, you shouldn't be participating in activities of buying young girls and use them for sex. You may find even the girls he's talking about are engagements to his daughters or his sons.
Because he said, as corporate men, by Bishop Stewart
he involved
University
himself,
girls.
meaning he does it.
Yeah.
Next on the point, I want to talk about defamation. In the first place, I want to first tell you what proves a case of defamation. What proves a case of defamation in the first place? The person being blamed for defamation must have published or talked about the issue that has no clear evidence to the plaintiff or the defendant or someone complaining. And in the first place, he says that Bishop Stewart has been, that he talked to Bishop Stewart administration about that very issue and they failed to get a solution. Now, it means, in the first place, if the administration of Bishop Stewart University came out and said, I'm not aware of any activity you're doing, it means in the first place, he used the name of Bishop Stewart University wrongly.
Wrongly, yeah.
He's claiming that they have been in talks with the university, and the university has published a press document talking about the same issue, saying that he is doing malicious damage
that is
to the
false.
university. In the second place, I want to also clarify something. As a doctor, there is an effect of selling sex. We know HIV and other related issues. And majorly he was talking about the spread of HIV in Mbarara City. Where does this leave people? In the first place, if you're accused of having HIV, when actually you don't have it, there are things you go through. In the first place, you go through emotional frustration. That is putting a risk the lives of all students of Bishop Stewart University. As a doctor, he neglected his work and just uttered out something. So if he was to be charged, he would be charged of defamation, one, psychiatric frustration and emotional frustration. That psychiatric damage is putting it to the students. Then negligence is doing it as a doctor. You're not supposed to just tell someone that you're HIV positive when you're not. And then in the third, that is defamation, is painting a very bad name to the university, which he is not sure of. And in the first place, I have some questions. We know the universities always have adults. And is he sure that the people being picked from the gate of Bishop Stewart are not husbands or wives of those people picking them?
Actually, yeah.
Then, is it illegal for the students to fall in love? And then, is he sure that these students, after being taken, they are paid some money?
Because,
so in case he says that
he
they
buys.
are paid,
For him,
and
he says
buys,
he's part of the people who buy.
Then he should come out and tell us that he may be so and so, I bought so and so, and then they come to a conclusion that some of them sell, but not generalizing
because
that
you
students
can't
of Bishop Stewart
University. Really?
Actually, what he did as a medical doctor, we don't expect a doctor to expose the client's details. In the first place, you saying that client so and so, or mentioning the location of the client, and trying to specify, you say Bishop Stewart girls sell sex, you are specifying the client, meaning at the end of it all, you're causing damage to that person, you're causing frustration to that person. I don't think what Dr. Nkoyoyo did was totally right. Me, as a member of Justice Forum, we focus on morals, and I think this is beyond what he should be doing. This is totally immoral, because an intellectual of such a kind, I don't expect him to do such a thing. Otherwise, thank you very much. For any other issues, we can continue and walk the talk, but as per now, allow me first off from there.
So now, Dr. Nkoyoyo, for me, actually at this time, you can't be sure, because he might say something with evidence. So what do you think Mr. Nkoyoyo can bring out to satisfy you that, yes, they sell themselves?
Thank you very much. To me, I think if at all he has evidence, he can show it to responsible authorities for his own defense. But as I have told you, he did negligence. You cannot just expose a patient's information. So he claims that he has tested. And if you test someone when you are a doctor, why should you go on expose their information about such diseases? And in the second place, I recall Bishop Stewart University is one of the universities that came up with a campaign of Don't Care You Should campaign. It was majorly against the rampant spread of HIV among the youth. Now, if a university like Bishop Stewart came up and launched a campaign and it is working on this campaign, you come up and tell them that they are spreading HIV in the entire Mbarara city, that they are the major cause of the rampant spread of HIV. Totally, this is not good.
So
I think he should come up and talk about that.
Maybe these students went with their IDs.
You see, when someone claims to be a student, you really don't need to stop there, and you accept, because there are what we call parties of students, especially at university level, whether from MAST, whether from Makerere, whether from IU or where, all those students, they have gotten their student photos. I'm just worried. Did Mr. Nkoyoyo prove or get proved by those girls he buys
but
that
no,
they have
wait, let me catch you short.
student photos, or they
I'm
have
wondering if Mr. Nkoyoyo really has children if Mr. Nkoyoyo really has a wife, because when you stand and say we corporate men, we buy, they sell sex to us. You're trying to show us you are among the people who, as a professional doctor, as an adult, as a person we are looking up to,
as a parent to someone,
as a parent to someone, you stand in public and say, we corporate men, we buy sex from Bishop Stewart University girls.
And I think there is no corporate man who can buy a student because these corporate men are responsible men.
They are
So your
responsible men.
so your conclusion is
he is not a corporate man.
Now, I have a message from one of the students at Bishop Stewart University. He is called Phillips. He does agribusiness. He says, in his humble opinion, any composmentis, Homo sapiens, spreading scuttlebutt, calumny, and teradidos about our university resides in the abyss of neophytic immaturity. In fact, for him to expend energy in confronting them is a tantamount to a cerebral downgrade. That you said official should withhold the statement lest he face legal action.
I want.
Yes.
These words, I have not understood the word.
You will
No,
understand.
this is exactly what we've been talking about.
The English has English.
Okay,
to me.
let's simplify the things. This student is trying to mean that if really he cannot come out and say what I did was wrong, the legal action must be taken by either the student's body or the university herself. Because even the university have come out, it has said that it is going to do what? To sue him if he doesn't come out. So
Apologize,
so
because the
best-
university says he should come out
and
maybe with
apologize.
evidence or apologize.
I'm sure he doesn't have evidence. These are the words those people say in bars, that I used the Kakampasa, I used the girl of Bishop Stewart, I was having a girl of Bishop Stewart. All those they are saying they are stories in bars,
Okay.
which is not true.
Now, I guess, okay, I'm sure he passed through a university. I don't know which university, but to be a doctor, I'm sure he passed through a university. He talked about control, the university controlling students. I don't know, because I've been at a university to graduate in October 25th at Bishop Stewart University. I'm trying, I'm just thinking about and looking into this. How do you want a university to control the students who don't even sleep inside the university, who sleep in their hostels? These are adults. This is a higher institution of learning. So I don't know, how could you, if you're the one, you're the university management, you've been told you have failed to control. How do you expect a university to control students, in your view?
I beg to submit. In the first place, I've attended several orientation programs at Bishop Stewart University, and all I always see, they sensitize and emphasize on the issue of maybe that social disorder of sexual payments and immorality. Now, this is a university which normally sensitizes, because as a university you should sensitize, that's one, and the university has done it, and it has been doing it, and it is still going to continue doing it. That's one. And there are some things that a university should be having, like a university clinic, which is in press, and the assistance they give, all the services they provide are also available. I recall in the video this man was saying, because of logistics, the university canteen, clinic doesn't have the logistics it should be using. And if you're to check on the logistics, determine the testing kits, maybe safeguards or lifeguards, which you understand very well, and other things which I see that they are there, and in case you need them, you can go
can
and have them.
access.
And then I want to know which negligence is he saying, or what is he trying to mean that the university itself has failed to control? Because me as a person, we are the people who are using these services as at the university.
Of course.
And in case we don't raise up and talk about these issues, then it means everything is okay. I have not had any BSU student or any steward complaining about such issues. But rather, someone to come from nowhere, Dr. Nkoyoyo, maybe he might be having any other issue he wants to talk about.
For me, I actually was like, maybe over his wife annoyed him and he wanted to show him that he buys young girls. Over he has a problem with Bishop Stewart University, he wanted to know to do. Because I'm just, how can you stand in public and say such words?
This man, I don't know the state he was in. Because controlling a university student, it is very hard. We've been in the universities, we've moved to universities, we've seen universities. People have passed through universities. Actually, those people who have studied, they know what happens at the university level. Someone who owns a house, he doesn't eat at school, or she doesn't eat at school. She is self-dependent. How does a university, how do you need a university to control that student? By putting there a fence, as these high schools, by recruiting these security guards. Because at university we are all mature people. If I need to pray sex, I pray. If I need to do this, I do it in my free time. So there is no way how you are going to say that the university has failed to control her students.
In fact, I thank Bishop Stewart University for the way they responded to this issue. Because if it was, if you can look at the magnitude of the statement made by Dr. Nkoyoyo and the way the university reacted to this issue, the university was totally diplomatic. It did something of a high level of diplomacy to request for just an apology. Exactly. Another university would come out and sue you directly because what he did is totally bad. And an intellectual like him, actually, this raised a lot of questions in my mind. Does he have any malicious target? Does he have any issue with Bishop Stewart administration? Because
Bishop Stewart community.
Or Bishop Stewart community. Then again, I asked myself, was he on pressure? Because at the end of the day, if he's working with USAID or TASO, maybe they have their projects and they have to give a report. At the end of the day, he had to give a report, and he lacked maybe what to put in the report. Because these are all questions that are raising in our mind, and we are asking ourselves, why could he come out with such a statement? Maybe he wanted to get what feed in the report to his bosses and other people to show, to acknowledge him that he's working.
I don't know that.
This one was totally not good.
He claims that the Kakoba community is suffering with university students from Bishop Stewart University. We've been here for almost now 3 years. I can see the community is developing
because of Bishop Stewart.
because of these students.
Yeah, that is obvious. Yeah.
We just pay rent here, and people have constructed, people have brought all the projects around, businesses are increasing all day and time. There is no way how you can say that the community is suffering from Bishop Stewart University students. That is actually a total lie.
Actually, that is, of course, Dr. Nkoyoyo has his reasons. Me, I'm waiting for his apologies. I'm waiting for what he is going to add on as the university requested. And right about now, I want you to give remarks. We are concluding, and I want you to give a message to to the students of Bishop Stewart University and the community at large, the Kakova community. And then, I don't know the words you want to send to Mr. Nkoyoyo, so I will start from you, Mr. Mbaraka.
Thank you very much. As I conclude, I want to first thank the students of Bishop Stewart University for coming out and defend their name, because it was they were blamed of something they don't do as per se, and as per Rooks, because I have not seen anything of that kind around. Again, I request Dr. Nkoyoyo not to become a big-headed person. In case he doesn't have evidence, he should come out and clear the name of Bishop Stewart University and the student community as Tiraj. Otherwise, I want to thank you. I remain Bokenya Mbarak, the chairperson of Justice Forum, Mbarara City.
Thank you, Mr. Mbarak. Mr. Brian.
I want to also first and foremost thank the university for coming up and saying no. I will continue saying that and appreciating the administration of Bishop Stewart University for being against that.